What's going on, everybody? Welcome back for another video. Today I have some exciting news. The company that I work for, John L. Scott Real Estate, is rolling out a whole new program called Market Ready Plus, and it's coming up right after this. Welcome back to the channel that's all about real estate. My name is Alex and I post videos 3 times a week, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, all about real estate. So if you have any interest in real estate, think about hitting that subscribe button down there. And if you get any value out of these videos, hit that like button as well. Super excited about this new program John L. Scott Real Estate is rolling out called Market Ready Plus. Essentially what it is that if you are a home seller out there and if you don't have the money to renovate your house to get it ready to put on the market, maybe you don't even have the time, well, John L. Scott's gonna provide that money up front and then the seller's gonna recapture it when they sell the property. Essentially how this program would work is that I would come out to your property and which is the normal listing presentation, I might recommend some things you might want to change. Maybe your curb appeal isn't quite there. Maybe you need to landscape the front yard a little bit. Maybe a fresh coat of paint would make a whole world of difference. There's these little changes that some people just don't have time for, and ultimately maybe you don't have the money to do it right now. I would recommend these changes to you, and then we would fill out some forms, submit it to John L. Scott, and then they would get back to us and say if you're approved for a certain amount of money, right? And then we would need to pick out all the vendors, all the contractors we would use for this work. And essentially John L. Scott would write that check. When I sell the property, it would come out of your net proceeds. So it's no money that you have to provide up front, which is super helpful. All the contractors are gonna do the work, so you don't have to worry about any of that. And then we would simply go on through the process of putting your house on the market, marketing it and advertising it as normal to try to get the most amount of buyers and the best price for you. With this program, obviously there are some guidelines and limitations. You have to have a certain amount of equity in your home. I believe it's about 15%. I think John L. Scott said, for a percentage of the amount of money they'll lend, it's about 3% of, the list price of the property. So for example, on a $500,000 house, potentially best case scenario, they could give you $15,000 up front to do all these renovations and increase the price of your property, so you can sell it for more, which is super helpful. Now, obviously not all my clients are gonna need this, not all the listings that I go on are gonna need this, but it's there for the people that do need it. And that's why I love it. You do run across people, that just don't have the money to increase their property's value, and it would help so much just by adding maybe some landscaping, some paint. So the program's out there for the people that need it, which I love. Some of the things that we could do to help increase, obviously, your house's value is landscaping, right? That goes back to that first impression, curb appeal. The next one is lighting, right? We can, change the lights out, maybe recessed lighting, maybe make it more modern, maybe some minor plumbing, like leaky pipes and stuff, we can get a plumber out and fix that. Steam clean your carpet. Another one is decluttering. This is a huge one, right? We could rent a pod for you. Maybe you don't have the money to rent a pod and move all your stuff into a pod, $500 or $1,000. John L. Scott will help you out and provide that upfront cost to you as the seller. Another one is staging, right? Staging can be very expensive, $2,000 to $3,000, and then you're gonna pay every single month a percentage of that upfront cost, right? So John L. Scott can cover that for you as a home seller, which is super, super helpful. Another one would be like minor electrical and then, some selective painting, interior, exterior of the house. This new program, I think, is gonna help out a ton of home sellers get their houses ready and just make the whole process way easier, way less stressful on the home seller, because we, deal with all the contractors. Your listing agent's gonna do all the paperwork, and they're just gonna basically provide you with, the amount that John L. Scott will give you up front. It's super easy. It's gonna be super helpful. So if you guys have any more questions about this new program we're rolling out, all my contact information is down there, and we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.